With Wealth for Life, there is a little bit of personal care.
We didn't go through the investing, and I don't think we would be where we are today.
I would never go to a bank directly again.
Let's do it together.
They're giving me more confidence.
We feel totally secure now.
It was just easy.
There's a capability there that we didn't even know we had.
Stressful wise, Anthony's always there.
After the first meeting, those fears were gone.
They make us comfortable before we made the next step to invest.
Who wants to work until they're 80? Seriously.
We actually have seen the benefits.
It's like nothing's changed, but we're getting wealthier every day.
They've laid out the plan out for the next 20 years and
It looks great.
And I know exactly where I'm going.
They really are the real deal.
We feel included.
I'm able to retire at a very younger age.
We're in the process of building our dream home after 18 years being stuck in the one home.
Financial independence for us and for our children.
Build something for our son, Rocco.
And set up our kids' futures as well.
Set themselves up for life.
They were amazing.
So certainly will make a big difference to you.
They changed our lives.
We feel included.
Go to Wealth for Life. Full stop.
"2021, who'd ever have thought we would be here? 2020, history. Today I'm going to talk about property investment, okay? Anthony Peluso, CEO and founder of Wealth for Life. And what I'm going to tell you guys today is that property investment sucks. Absolutely. Property investment sucks. A real pain in the backside. If you have to continue to work for a living, that is. Okay? So why would I say that? Well, based on observation and based on experience, here's what I've seen. Okay? You may know that 87% of all property investors never go on to create any wealth. Okay? Think about that. Why would such a high number of property investors still struggle financially? Here's the reason. Right? Too many of you guys out there get emanated with property, okay? You don't want any property. It's not about the property, okay? You put so much attention on property, you forget the real reason why you're doing this, the only reason why you're doing this. Here's the thing. The only property you ever want is the house that you live in. Okay? And just look at this for a minute, right? You don't want properties, okay? You actually don't. You go to a travel agent, you want to go overseas, what are they going to say? Give me the money. Show me the money, right? They're not going to want your properties, right? You don't want property, okay? You actually don't want the money either, okay? You want the money that comes from property, but that's not what you want either, right? If you think you want the money, listen to this. Let's say I was to say to you, I'm going to give you $10 million in the next 24 hours, but there's a catch. And when I say to you I'm going to give you $10 million, you get all excited. But if I say that there's a catch, and the catch is that you can't spend it for another 40 years, all of a sudden, that $1 million, $10 million, has no value, right? And this is the thing, right? Money has no value. It means nothing to you unless you can use it, right? Unless you can spend it and continue to actually flow it through the universe, okay? So you really need to look at why you're getting into this property investment game, okay? Because if you understand this, you will look at real estate investing in a different way. You will look at it in the way that the wealthy look at it, all right? Don't get caught up with the property. If you're already getting emotionally invested in a property, what size is the land and what size is the house and what color are the tiles on the floorboards, and it needs to be close to where I live because I can drive past it, you know, just in case somebody steals it, right? This is the wrong criteria. It doesn't even matter. Like, I look at a property transaction right now, within 15 minutes, I know if it's a yes or no, okay? Because I'm looking at it differently to what most people look at it at, okay? You want to ensure you understand the real reason why you're doing this, okay? Okay? It's the why you're doing this that you need to make clear, right? You know, you don't want the properties, okay? You want the money that comes from the properties, but only because of what the money can give you in terms of experiences. Okay, think about that. Remember the $10 million example I just gave you. If you can't spend that money, guess what? No experiences. You can't go on holidays. You can't help your children. You can't help your family. You can't buy that nice car. You can't do the things that give you more life, because that's the reason why we're doing this. We want more life. Okay, we want a life on our own terms. We want to be able to create experiences all over the world with our family, with our loved ones. We want to help people. We want to leave an effect. We want to create effects all over the world and make an impact, be it at a family level or at a much bigger level, right? But we want to walk away with experiences and memories. These are the things that we want to create and what we have. Sure, it could be a beautiful house. Sure, it can be really nice cars. It could be all those luxurious items that we all see and want. But that's the reason why you get into real estate investing and wealth creation, okay? It's the end result, okay? The end result is far, far more important than the properties itself, right? We've had people that will make a decision based on property investing purely if it's close to where they live. They don't take into consideration, can it actually give me money? Can it actually produce cash flow? Can it grow in value? Can it appreciate? Will it allow me to continue to buy more property and create more wealth so I can get to that end result, okay? So their decision making is based on things that don't work. This is why 87% of property investors never create wealth. Number one, they buy the wrong properties, okay? How do you know if you've got the wrong properties? Simple. You don't get any growth, you get no cash flow, and you can't go again, right? You can't use the equity and the cash flow to enable you to borrow again. That's when you know you've got the wrong properties. You also know you've got the wrong properties if they drop in value when the economy fluctuates, okay? You don't want the property. It's a pain in the ass. It's a freaking pain in the ass, okay? For those of you guys out there that have got those portfolios of 30, 40, 50 properties, you know who I'm talking about, right? It's a pain in the backside, right? You got to manage that. You got the admin. Yeah, you got a great team of people around you, and we help you out a lot. And, your mastermind team, as we call it, does take a lot of that stuff away. But you do it because of the end results, okay? You've understood why you're doing this. You've understood the end game. So for you guys out there that are looking to get into property, right, and looking to invest, because it is a great vehicle, okay? But that's all it is, okay? It's a vehicle to take you from A to B. So make sure you understand your A, and more importantly, make sure you understand your B. Why are you doing this? Be very, very, very clear. Right? It's one of the many things that we're good at here at Wealth for Life. We help you break down the real reason why you choose to invest. Because let me tell you, it's not because of the investment properties, okay? And you would argue whether it's actually about the money, okay? It's actually what you can do with the money. So be very, very, very clear on why you want to do this. So how do you become clear on doing this? So you can push through some of the things that go on when you build a large property investment portfolio. Because you know what? It doesn't always go right. Okay, you're going to have some challenges. You're going to have some barriers. Nobody creates wealth, serious, indestructible wealth, right? And that's the only wealth you want, without going through some challenges, without overcoming some barriers, okay? If it was simple, you've heard the saying, right? If it was simple, everybody would be doing it. No. It's not, okay? Here at Wealth for Life, we give you a system that works. I mean, it doesn't mean that you're not going to come across some challenges. Look at last year. Look at 2020, right? How do you plan for that in a financial plan, right? To some extent, you now need to, right? You need to look for things that can take you out of the game, okay? And again, we do this very, very well. Right? We spend a lot of time on risk management, understanding where the risks lay in any wealth creation strategy. It doesn't mean you don't move forward, but you put things in place to mitigate those risks, right? So if it should happen, you don't get hurt financially, okay? And there's very simple things you can put in place, but get very clear on why you're doing this. You husbands out there, you wives out there, you girlfriends, boyfriends, look at each other, sit down, get a piece of paper and write down why you want to create wealth, why you want to invest in property, okay? It's not because you want to buy an investment property in South Melbourne, no. Okay, we'll actually stop you. Yes, you heard that. We will stop you from doing that, okay? Because it's not going to help you in any way. Buying an investment property in South Melbourne or Port Melbourne is not going to help you in any way, okay? Unless you maybe did it when you were 10 years old, right? And you see the result far, far, far into the future, okay? So the better question to ask is, at a certain point in my life, I want to have these experiences. I want to create these experiences. I want to have these memories. I want to help my family in this way. I want to help my children in this way. I want to help my community, right? My charities, my churches, the people that are important to me. I want to help them in the following way. Write that down. Write that down. Heck, you may hate where you work. So you go to work because you've got bills to pay, but you hate what you do, okay? It's not much of a life if you don't like getting up in the morning, go to bed at night and going to work in the middle, right? So ask yourself why you're doing this. Take the time with your partner or yourself if you're on your own and write down what you want to achieve. Why would I want to invest in real estate? Why would I want to create wealth? What is it that you want as a result of investing in real estate and creating wealth? As a result, write that down and then you work it backwards. Great. So these are the experiences I want, right? And sure, you'll come up with a monetary figure or a cash flow goal. You know, hey, I want to have $200,000 a year in passive income for the rest of my life every year, right? Great. What are you going to do with that $200,000? Or better still, flip it around. Work out the experiences and then put a price tag on all that. Okay, and that's how you work out the number. Allow for inflation, allow for unplanned activity, you know, add 20% to whatever number you come up with, right? Let me tell you, right? You don't want to find out that later on you've got the wrong number, right? You would rather go for the moon, stars, right? And hit the top of the Empire State Building, right? So think with the end result, okay? This is what I want to create. This is what I want to have. Right. To have that kind of experience, that kind of lifestyle, I'm going to need $200,000 as an example every year. Great. How do I then generate that $200,000? Okay. You'll need to be a business owner. You'll need to be a real estate investor. You'll need to play the share market. You'll need to do a number of activities to create that wealth. That's the doing part. That's the action. They're the things that you must do. Right? And this is where you then start to say, well, to do that, I need to become a property investor, real estate investor, share trader, business owner, CEO, founder, whatever you want, whatever it is you need to be to do what you need to do to create that end result. But get the end game clear. Get that end game clear. It's like, imagine getting into a car and driving and having no idea where you're going. You know, when you get to an intersection, it won't really matter whether you go left, right, or straight. If you don't know where you're going, it doesn't matter where you go. Make sense? So this is the thing that you need to look at, because real estate investing or any type of investing is actually quite simple when you understand why you're doing it. It's very easy to be able to look at a piece of real estate and say, you know what, this is the right thing to do or this is the wrong thing to do. Because the right piece of real estate will take you closer to the end goal. But if you don't know what the end goal is, you can just buy any type of real estate, right? Because you actually don't know why you're doing it, all right? So don't get too focused on the property itself, Okay, it's important, absolutely, right? Because it needs to have certain characteristics and criteria. But if you don't know why you're investing, we actually can't help you. There you go. Right? Because we will lose. Because the way we win is when you guys win. When you turn around and say, Anthony, Wealth for Life, Rin, Andrew, Ava, Charlotte, thank you for helping us create $110,000 a year passive income, or whatever that figure is. You know, it's amazing. You know, I sit here today and we did about, I think we did about 25, 26 settlements in the last 7 days. And what an incredible result. I mean, you know, 2020 was nuts, right? I mean, on every level, in every language, right? 2020 was nuts. But some of the results and some of the successes that our clients had were just incredible, given everything that's been thrown at them and at all of us over the last 12 months. So, and those guys have got their game plan in, okay? They know why they're doing what they're doing, okay? The property stuff, it's just a vehicle to take them from A to B, okay? It actually is the vehicle. The A is where you're starting from. The B is where you want to get to. Get the B sorted, okay? Get the end result sorted. The journey is a lot easier. You won't get lost. It's fun. You'll have a direction. You'll have purpose. You'll know where you're going, right? You can enjoy the scenery as you get there. And here's the great thing. You actually get there. And that's the beautiful thing, right? When you know where you're going, it's so much easier to get there, right? Again, get into a car and have no idea where you're going. How are you going to get there? Right? You'll just end up anywhere. I used to drive like that when I used to come out of nightclubs back in my teens. Not a good experience. Not a good experience, okay? Yes, I was sober. Okay, that's what made it even worse. So get very, very clear on why you're doing this, okay? And here we are, guys, 2021, okay? Make it your best year ever, okay? Don't make it like the last few years, okay? Don't quit before you even start. Don't procrastinate. Don't think, okay? All you guys out there that need to think about things all the time and let me come back to you and let me think about it. What are you thinking about? What really are you thinking about? Okay? You have information, you have data, okay? Information is everywhere. You don't need to think, you just need to look. You just need to analyze, you need to observe. Yes or no. It's that simple. There's no gray area. Yes or no, okay? As I've said in the last few webinars we've done, what do we call these, Rin? Webinars? Lectures? Videos? Yeah? Hellos? Goodbyes? What do we call them? Just webinars? Yeah. All right. As I've said in the last few webinars, right? 2021 and the next 5 years are going to be incredible. Are going to be incredible for the real estate market, okay? So get your game on, right? Get ready and take action quickly, okay? You can have all the dreams, all the goals, I want to create this, I want to have this, I want this much money, I want these experiences. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. That's all great. There's only one thing though. You need to take action. You can't sit there and watch The Secret and listen to Anthony Robbins and try and manifest all this stuff without getting into action. That's where the fun is, okay? That's where the fun is. It's called action, right? So make sure that you're getting into action. Write down what it is you want to achieve. Write down the cash flow goal that you need to achieve and create those experiences, okay? Then you can work out with us what it is you need to do and, of course, who you need to be. All right? Guys, thank you so much. I'm so pumped about 2021, and I hope you guys are too. Give us a call. Wealth for Life, 1300 7938 77. Hit us up at wealthforlife.com.au. Here we are, I think in the last few months of summer. I'd love to work with you guys. More importantly, I'd love to meet you guys. I'd love to say hello to you guys. You know, crazy thing is I just put a phone call into a kid who bought his first property at the age of 20. Oliver Geddes, if you're watching this, mate, you are an absolute star. superhuman. At the age of 20, you walked into our office, you walked into our company, okay, you met with my guys. It was a big thing for you, you know, no dad, right? Beautiful sister, beautiful mum, gone through a bit of crap in the last few years, and here you are at the age of 20, you scraped everything you could together, and today, mate, we settled your property. I've got to tell you, buddy, I've never been so proud of anyone as I am of you, okay? To do that, and to do that at the age of 20, mate, you have an incredible mindset, an incredible head on your shoulders. I'm so happy for you, mate, because I know what this is going to give you. And, mate, what a great kid you are, mate. Congratulations to you and your family. I'm so blessed, so honoured to know you. And what an incredible experience you've given me. Well done, guys. Enjoy 2021. More importantly, have fun, but create a year like no other. See you guys.